Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about how you can use analysis view and GL budget on your account schedule. So we'll start from the general ledger setup because in order to use the analysis view, the dimensions on the analysis view, then you have to go into your general ledger setup, make sure under the dimensions. First up, you have the no matter what dimensions you use on the analysis view, you have to define it here in order for you to use it on the account schedule and see the data based on the dimensions. Okay, so right now I just want to use my global dimension because I already entered my global dimension department, and you see the shortcut dimension 1 automatically default to my global dimension 1. So I'm going to use that global dimension for my analysis view for now. Okay, so the next step after I defined the dimensions in general ledger setup, then I can go to my analysis view. But here you have to go to the analysis by dimensions. In the analysis by dimensions, I have analysis view set up here, which is to analyze my expenses. Departmental expenses. So I have, in order for me to see my budget, both my budget and see the account schedule, that account schedule to be categorized by each department, then I have to define my dimension code. So I define my dimension 1 code as department. And also I have to make sure I check the checkbox, include budgets, okay? Then you can update your analysis view in order to see the latest data, the most recent data on your account schedule. So this is the second step. And because you also want to use your budget, so you can define your budget based on dimensions. And you can use the budget. So for example, I created a budget for 2021, and I can change my, you can see I'm using the line as the GL account. Each line is my GL account from my income statement. And also the columns are my department, which is my global dimension 1. So I only have 3 dimension code for my department dimension. So you could see admin, production, and sales. So then I can enter my GL budget from here for my budget year 2021. Or you can export it to Excel, then you fill in the data and you import back. So that will also create your budget. Once you import it or once you enter the budget on the line, then you will see the GL budget entries created. So you could see I have the GL budgets here. So those ones you don't see the description is the ones I manually entered the budget. And also you see at the bottom, I have something with a description which says import from Excel. So those are the ones I exported to Excel, then imported back to my GL budgets. Then it created my GL budget entries. And the next step, I'm going to my account schedule. So when I go to my account schedule, I have an account schedule I set up for income statement. And I set up this. This analysis view is the one I just set up the global department, the global dimension 1 as my analysis view dimension department. And then I included budgets on this analysis view. I set up this analysis view for this account schedule. And I created a column layout for this account schedule as well. If you look at my column layout, you could see I only have 2 columns here. One is the net change, the other one is the budget. For the net change, I'm using the ledger entry type entries, which is from the general ledger entries. And for the budget, I'm using the budget entries, which from my GL budget entries. Okay, so after I set them up, and also you could see for the column, I have my, I can have the global dimensions show up here. And my global dimension 1 is the department. So you could see I can right click and show columns. Now I can have these columns show up after I define those dimensions in my general ledger setup. Then I can filter. See here, I can filter by my dimension value. Okay, so But right now, I don't want to, I just leave it the way it is for that column. And if I go to my account schedule rows, also, you will see those dimension show up. And because we set up the analysis view with the dimensions, and also we set up that global dimension in the general ledger setup. So we are able to filter this dimension totaling with those dimension values for that global dimension department. I'm just gonna remove this admin for now. So then you can, after you set this up, because I have both my budget and have my analysis view defined, which is analyzing my global dimension 1 department. So now I can take an overview. So you could see the data here, right? So let's take a screenshot. So if we do not filter those totals by the dimension value for the department, then we got like P0011 shows us this amount, right? So if we filter by my department, I may not have anything because I didn't post anything to that department for that P001. Let's just give it a try. So we can go to our account schedule. Then we can say P. Okay, so I want to filter this. You could see we have the data for this P0011. I want to filter this for my department, global dimension 1 department, administration. I want to filter by this value. So I set it up there. Let's just take an overview again to see what data we can see now for this P. You could see, compare with my screenshot. So for this P0011, because I set up my the dimension code totaling as my administration, you could see there's nothing for that department on this line. Yeah, so if I do have values, then you will see I do have values to post it to my different department, like the administration, production, sales, those 3 departments. You will see the relevant data showing up here. I just use this as an example, then you could see the data changed when I put in this department code totaling. Okay, you can use it on the lines, on the rows, or you can use it on the column. So on the columns, you can, because for this account schedule by default, I'm using this column layout. So you can add it to this column layout and set up that department code here in the here, department code totaling. You can set it up to those different departments. Then you can see the data for the different departments for the net change of the budget. Okay. Yeah, so that's how you do it. You can create an analysis view with the dimension you want, and then you set up that analysis view on your account schedule. Then you are able to see it. And if you want to use the budget, then you create a budget. Then you can design your column layout to include the budget entries. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I hope to see you guys again next time.